should be working. Why is this not working? Hey guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Take it apart. Already 1 million people here. Great. Hey, thank you. I just have to make some social media posts about this workshop, and then we will be on our way. I'm just starting a bit early so I can make sure everything's working. Jenna, hello. Hey guys, I'm just starting a bit early on this. So I'm in my studio, as you guys can probably. Is the audio okay? Do you want me to be a bit louder? Because I'm gonna be a little further away from the mic. Just know, I know that the camera angle's not the greatest, but I'm gonna be sharing my screen in a minute here, so it's gonna be fine. Anyway, yeah. Whoa. I'm sinking faster and faster. Hey Teddy, yeah, it was good to see you. I felt bad because I kept calling you dude, and then I was like, I'm just gonna watch your broadcast, and you were quite funny. Hey Jessica, good guys. Thanks for the likes already. So Sarah, hello. I'm really excited for this broadcast, guys. I've been planning this workshop for quite a and I think there's gonna be quite a few people. Thank you so much for the likes. Give me 1 second. I'm glad I started early. I forgot something. Just give me a second. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. I'm back. I'm back for good. I just need to finish my social media posts for this stream. Yeah, it's a bit glitchy. I have to use this other app for the camera because I'm going to be running a program which takes a lot of my computer CPU. So, you know, I'm a god. Oh, thank you. Hey, thank you so much, South Africa. That sounds amazing. I'm just gonna be posting about my. Thank you so much. It's good already. I knew this is gonna be popping. It is really warm in here, so you know what? Let me just open the window. Die, literally. Not actually, but. Oh, there we go. So guess what? I just met Ashler. I just met all my neighbors. They're having a party tonight. They're all fucking awesome. And I'm gonna go back after I'm done this workshop. But I was telling them all about it and stuff. Wavy, what's up? So here's the thing. If we hit 100,000 likes tonight, I'll literally go this week and get a tattoo that says hashtag 800 with a little pizza slice. I was gonna do that with Nick Cage in my YouTube, but it never happened. So if we hit 100,000 likes tonight, I will post a new download and get a tattoo that says hashtag 800mil because that's our YouNow thing with a pizza slice. It's happening. I will get that shit. If we hit 100,000. Hashtag 800mil, dude. So if we hit 100,000 likes tonight, which we totally can, I know we can, then I'm going to do it. Hey, Shadow Blaze, what's up? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it with my YouTube channel when we hit 200,000. We never did yet, so I'm going to do it now. If you guys want me to get a pizza slice tattoo for you, then I will do so. So if we hit 100,000 likes, it's going to happen. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just posting on my my Facebook and stuff about this workshop. Can you not? Can you not? Thank you. Boom. Post. Matt, I'll definitely post a new song too. Thank you so much. I'm giving away 5 of the limited edition postcards. They come in a nice fancy envelope. I'm giving away 5. They're the only 5. So it's gonna be lit. So this is great, guys. So we're gonna get started here in 1,000 likes tonight. I will get a tattoo of a pizza slice that says hashtag 800 because that's our YouNow thing. And it'll be. What's wrong with it? Well, just give it some time, you know. Just give it some time. Give it some time. What's wrong with it? It's not glitching on mine. What's going on with it? I'm pixelated. Well, just give it some time. It might be my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi sucks sometimes. All right, just give it a couple minutes here. I'm sinking faster and faster. It's okay. Just chill. Just chill. Just give it a few minutes, guys. Just give it a few minutes. We're probably gonna have to deal with some technical stuff because I'm gonna be sharing my screen and my program takes a lot of CPU. Can you hear me now, at least? Because I just want you guys to be able to hear me at least. Am I ADD? Well, sure. Sam, thank you for the likes. Okay, so guys, so this is going to be a songwriting and production workshop. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to do a song start to finish, or get close to finishing anyway, and I'm going to share my screen with you, and so you'll see all of what I'm doing on my program. And I just really wanted to do this for anyone who's interested in learning a little bit about production and songwriting and whatever. It's going to be awesome, but so if it glitches, I apologize, but there's nothing I can do because my program takes most of my computer usage. I use Logic Pro X, and it takes a lot of CPU, and plus I have my mic going, I have my MIDI going, I have I'm using the YouNow app so I can share my screen. Shintal, thank you so much for the 400 likes. And just to say again, I'm giving away 5 of these postcards to the top 5 people at the end of this broadcast. There's only 5 left, so I'm going to handwrite lyrics in the back. And also, if we hit 100,000 likes tonight, I will get a tattoo of a pizza slice that says hashtag 800mil, because that's our YouNow thing. I was going to do it for my YouTube channel, but we never hit 200,000, so that's cool, you know. I also didn't really get ready for this because I'm just like, I just want to be fucking on my game, real, raw. This is how I look when I wake up. Thank you, Kathy. And there's going to be no guesting tonight because I'm going to be sharing my screen and doing a lot of computer-heavy tasks. Thank you, Emmy the Kitten. So the goal tonight is 100,000 likes. I will get a tattoo, if so. And, of course, I will film it. Honestly, I'll stream it when I get it. So this is on YouTube as well if YouNow's not working for you, but I suggest being on here because you can ask me questions in the chat. I'm actually going to pull it up on my phone so that... Actually, no, I'm not going to do it because it'll probably glitch out. So what I'm probably gonna do is start kind of working, get the workflow going, and then come to the chats, read your questions, and if you have questions in between, I'll try to kind of hop back and forth. It's just going to be hard because I can't really have 2 windows open at once. So anyway, we're just going to kind of wing it. This is my first time doing it. Thank you. Guys, so much for the likes and the love. Amelia, you're good. I started early just to kind of like you know, make sure it all worked and everything. So I'm gonna be taking you guys basically through a song, start to finish. So this stream is gonna be very focused on music and life stuff we can talk about either later or in between or on another stream, because I just kind of want to make sure this is focused on the production and songwriting and pretty much any creative stuff. So if you guys have any questions about creativity or just anything in general, I'm going to try to answer everything. But I think it's going to be interesting because I've never really shown exactly what I do. And again, this is going to be more of you know, an electronic kind of song, probably piano based, because it's just really difficult to record my guitar and everything kind of while I'm doing this, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like I can't really do that. So it's more going to be about the principles of it, and I probably will end up doing some vocals, absolutely. It's just going to be weird because I'll be recording with this mic. Actually, you know what? Maybe I can use my other one. Let me grab it real quick. Da, 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 da. So this is gonna be my actual vocal recording mic. So guys, again, this is my first time really doing this, like legitly. So you know, just bear with me here. Be my friends here. If some shit goes wrong, some shit goes wrong, but I don't think it will. I think it'll be fine. So this is my vocal mic. Need that pop filter on here. Give me a sec. How you guys doing? How's your day? What kind of mic? This is an AKG C214. This is the exact microphone that I used to record vocals on Dandelion Necklace EP, and I think that was actually the last time I really used it for anything I released. So I love this mic. It's honestly just amazing. All right, I'm gonna actually. This is a good spot for it because it's kind of right beside the mic. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see the eclipse from where I am. It's called the AKG C214. It's the brand. My pop filter is completely broken, so I'm glad you guys are doing good. I will come to Poland one day, for sure. All right, just give me a second here. Let's put this on. Woo. Yeah. All right, because yeah, we're gonna be doing some like vocal chops at some point. I need to get a new one. This is like completely broken. Hey, I love you too. So guys, if we hit 100,000 likes tonight, I'm gonna get a tattoo of a pizza slice that says #800mil, and because that's our little thingy. That's what I always say on here. It's really my own thing that I made up, but all right, there we go. Perfect. All right, so hi Ada. What's going on? Echo Knight, thank you so much. And I'm giving away postcards, 5 postcards to the top 5 people at the end of this. Alright, guys. Cool. Well, I guess we'll kind of get started here in a minute. So, what's my favorite musical mode? You know what's interesting? I don't really like, I don't keep up with theory, to be honest. I don't base what I do around theory, so I couldn't even answer that for you. Unfortunately, you know, it's a bit of a tough one. So, thank you, Mercedes. How's the audio? The audio good? I'm a little nervous, guys. I'm a little nervous. Not really, but I'm just gonna kind of wing it, and we're gonna start with the song. All right. So let me talk a little bit. Let me just ask real quick, and you can answer honestly. Who is interested in learning about actually, like, who actually thinks they're gonna use some of this? Because I know some of you guys don't. You know, actually make music or do any of that stuff. So I just who's actually interested in learning about the song. Either way, I don't mind. I'm just kind of curious about. Okay, wow, there's a lot of people. This is awesome. Oh, this is awesome. So this is great. So let me kind of start off here with a little bit of how I approach the beginning of the song, and then we can kind of get into some more technical stuff. So I think whenever I start a song. Because let's just pretend, like, we're going to forget the acoustic for a minute because I just don't have the setup to record it properly and start on the acoustic. Just a song in general, because a lot of people kind of say, like, how do you start? Like, where do you start? Like, how do you write? What I do, and I do this with every song that I write, no matter whether it's on piano or it's on guitar or it's whatever, I always kind of just mess around. I'm going to start sharing my screen now. I'll share my screen. Can you guys see that? Alright, you guys can see that. Perfect. So I always kind of start with finding a chord that resonates with my feeling. Like that, just something that, like, you know, tickles my fancy, so to speak. So here's what I'm not going to be able to see the chat whenever I go into this window. So let me just kind of show you. I'm going to do a little test. Can you hear this? Can you guys hear that? Let me know if you can hear the piano. Is it clear? Is it good? Okay, perfect. So, what we're gonna do, it's kind of quiet. All right, let me see if I can turn up a bit. Everything's perfect. Okay. Sorry, guys. I just want to. Okay, so I use Logic Pro X. Logic Pro X is a program that is Mac only. It's kind of like it's got the same layout as GarageBand's. It's just more advanced. You can do more. So it's actually kind of got the same layout and the same feel. But the thing is, people ask me about DAWs, which basically is a digital audio workspace. So a lot of people are like, which program do I use? Blah, blah, blah. Honestly, they all do the same thing, okay? Pro Tools, Cubase, Logic, Adobe Audition, like they all kind of do the same thing. So it's really a preference thing. So don't get too stressed out if you can't afford to buy like, you know, a program or like, just start with whatever you can do. So GarageBand, I believe it comes with Macs. For Windows, I would recommend. I'm trying to think on Windows. I haven't used Windows in forever. There's got to be some kind of like base program for Windows, but if you can invest in, you know, something that you are actually going to use. What did I use first? I use this one called Mixcraft on Windows. Mixcraft actually, so I would recommend use Mixcraft. It's very cheap. I think it's like, I don't even know if you have to pay for it anymore. Or yeah, Sony Acid, whatever, any kind of program you can get your hands on. I used Cubase, but now I use Logic. I will probably never use anything else. I love Logic. It's just my preference. But yeah, Mixcraft is what I kind of started on actually, so it's kind of interesting. So let me just kind of go through it real quick. So now we have it open, okay? So what I always do when I'm doing my electronic kind of more, you know, starting on the computer stuff, is I pick a tempo. So really listen to this. That's a metronome, okay? That's a metronome. And this little guy right here in the purple going back and forth, and you guys probably know what that is. So if we're not happy with, if we're feeling something a little faster, let's say we move from 120 beats a minute to 140. You hear how it speeds up. So you just kind of pick something that, like, you know, you want to start at. You don't really have to start on the actual tempo. You can start with it just messing around. So let's just mess around on the piano for a bit, because I just want this to be very natural. I want this to kind of feel, you know, because this truly, I haven't planned anything out. I haven't like, oh really, we're frozen? We shouldn't be frozen. Alright, it's good now. So I'm wondering, is it still frozen? Is it frozen when I do this? It shouldn't be. Okay, well we'll just deal with it, as long as you guys can see the screen. So basically, To hello. So I'm gonna pull up a piano. So basically, what this is right in front of me, this is a MIDI key controller. So it's not actually a piano. It's basically like just like a thing that looks like a keyboard that you can plug in, and you can use any instrument. So like, let me just give you an example. So here's a piano. I'm gonna pull up a drum kit just so you guys can kind of understand how this works. So we're just gonna pull up a drum kit. Oh, come on, can you not? Can you not? Okay, so we're gonna pull up, I'll pull up After Party. So check this out. So that's just so you guys can kind of understand, you can play anything with it. Why does it keep freezing? That's so lame. Are you serious? So it freezes every time I try to do stuff. Okay. Well, alright, well, we'll just deal with it. Alright? So basically, you guys kind of understand, like, this is like, so I'm going to be playing all the instruments on this keyboard, okay? So, yeah, it's just like, it's okay. We're working with what we have. So what I'm going to do just a little bit here is just mess around on the piano, okay? So I'm going to bring up a reverb. So this is the default piano that comes with Logic. And can you guys see this on the screen here? Can you see the reverb? Why is this freezing? No, this, wait. Hold on. Wait a minute here. Why is it not showing the reverb coming up here? No. I'm just gonna share my entire screen so you can actually see the reverb. So we're gonna drag this away for a minute here. So this is this better when I share my whole screen? So this is a reverb. So what this does really is kind of like, you hear it? It puts a bit of nice, like, especially if I tune it up an octave. And what this does is just like, listen as I change this. This is without it. This is with it. So really what that does, what a reverb does, is kind of creates the illusion of space. Oh no, where's my YouNow? Sorry guys. What the heck, dude? This is actually not, this is freaking out. Where's YouNow? There it is. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to sharing. Sorry guys. Sorry, I know this is trippy. Just give me a sec here. Okay. This is not working very well. Screen share tracks. Okay. So anyway, we're trying our best here. Do you guys kind of understand? It's very interesting. Very interesting stuff. So I'm just gonna mess around on the piano until I kind of find something that I'm vibing. So. Okay, let's do something like a... Actually, Alright, so maybe we'll just use 4 really basic chords. Like... Alright, so yeah, so literally this is what I do. This is what I mess around until I find something that works. So like, there we go. Alright, so I'm gonna track that really quick, alright guys? Thank you Roxanne for the likes. So it might freeze when I do this, but let me see if I can get it to work. Alright, cool, perfect. So I'm gonna bring this back up here to the YouNows. I'm gonna share my entire screen. So what I'm gonna do is, this is something called quantizing. So what this does, can you guys see it? Just let me know if it actually works when I share my whole screen. Can you guys see it? What I'm doing here right now? Can you see that? Can you see that? Just yes or no? Okay, perfect. So this right here is called so all these little colorful things right here are the notes, okay? So you'll kind of get a better idea of it. I'll show you. So listen when I click one. So these are all the notes, alright? So what I just did is I quantized it. So I made it so they're all perfectly timed. See? There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pattern and repeat it a couple times. I'll do it 4 times. So that is our bass. That's our bass for the beginning of the song. And yeah, it might freeze, guys. We're gonna have to just deal with it, unfortunately. As long as you can kind of understand what I'm doing, and it's more important that you hear. So when you have kind of your basis of the song. So whenever I do this, when I do the electronic stuff, I always start off with just that. That's exactly what I do. I mess around until I have a pattern. So yeah, so what's gonna happen with this is it's just gonna be the basis. So either that can be the chorus melody, or it can just, so a lot of songs that you hear now have the same chords that kind of, you know, repeat the whole song. If you actually listen to them, it's just the same chords the entire song. There's not even you know, they don't even change them up really. So what we're gonna do for the purpose of things being a bit easier is we're gonna use this for the chorus melody. So this is gonna be the chorus melody. Actually no, we're gonna do it so just so you guys can kind of, there'll be a bass, don't you worry. There's going to be the same melody, or the same chords the whole song, so you can just for it's a little easier. The bass hum. Is there a bass hum? I don't know. We're just making this work. We're just making this work. So what I'm gonna do now that I have that is basically I'm gonna add in a bit of percussion. Okay. So usually what I do. Also, if you guys have questions, please ask, okay? Because I want to make sure I'm touching. I'm just going to kind of wing this and just go through a song with you guys. And I know it's a bit glitchy. I apologize. But I just kind of wanted to try this. I've never done it before, so this is my first time. It's going pretty well so far. So, so we have the piano. Let's just say that's the melody. That's what we want to do. I use Logic Pro. And it depends. This is completely different than doing an acoustic song, which I will go over after we kind of get a little further into this. But you know, it depends. Like when I do these songs, I do the music first. I'll do the music first. And then okay, check this out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull in a kick drum, okay? And we're just gonna, so we have the piano, and I'm gonna pull in the kick drum. I'm gonna share my screen. Hopefully you can see this. So what I'm gonna do. Goodbye, Mr. After Party. So I'm gonna start a new track. Put a software instrument, which means it's not a real instrument being recorded. We're gonna pull up this sampler called the ESX24, which comes with Logic, and you can use anything really. I'm gonna use Island's Kick. Let's hear this. Yeah, that's good. That's good for now. So what I'm gonna do is basically tracks. I'm funny, thank you. I really try. Focus, people. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just kind of lay down a kick over top of this, just kind of whatever I'm feeling. Alright. Alright, so we got that. Let's quantize that. So check it out. So you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Okay, so that's kind of where I start. And usually what I do with these songs is like I'll do an intro. I'll do like an intro. It's so simple. It's all about simplicity. So the bass is a bit too heavy. I don't even have any bass on yet, actually. But I'll turn the kick down a little bit. So I start with that, because what I do, here's kind of my structure for it. I'll do an intro that's like 8 bars, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1, or sorry, 4 bars, 4 or 8 bars, whatever. And then I'll kind of strip things away. So kind of how you look at a song, even with the acoustic stuff, with everything, what you want to do is build it. So, you know, let's just say the verse just has an acoustic guitar, just has a piano, and then halfway through the verse you bring in like a snap, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you guys. And then pre-chorus, which is right before the chorus, you bring in the kick again, and then chorus is everything hits. So let's just say there's like bass, piano, guitar, blah blah blah, whatever. And then for the second verse you strip something away again. So it's always like the chorus has the most layers, and then through the verses and through everything you kind of strip things away, so you don't have to think about adding stuff all the time. That's why I like to, at the beginning, kind of do a couple bars that have every instrument and just figure out all the instruments at the beginning of the song, so that I can just strip them away for the verses, and it's a lot easier, if that makes sense. So basically I'm going to turn down the kick a little bit because you guys were having some trouble. Some treble. Haha. So check it out what we got here. Alright, so I'm gonna add a snap now, so check this out. If I can get this. Ooh, where is that snap? What snap? Alright, check this out. So it's my favorite snap sample. Alright, so you see what we're doing? We're adding layers. We adding them layers, dog. Alright, let me see here. Tracks. Okay, so see. So this is really all we're doing. We're just adding layers. So we start with the bass. It's the same with when you do, you know, if you're just playing on your guitar, you start with, like, you find your chords, you find your structure, you find your, you know, the bass, your foundation for everything. So check this out. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is just for the purpose of finishing these layers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a hi-hat. So let me see here. Let me start a new track. I'm gonna add a hi-hats, drum kits. Let's start from my favorite one. Challenge drum kit, drum machine designer. All right, so this is my favorite one, I think, because it's just very like clicky. It's very like simple. So I'm just gonna take the effects of it, so it's dry. This is not right. All right, check it out. Just quantize this real quick. Alright, so what we're gonna do is kind of hi-hats. You can kind of do whatever you want. That's the beauty of it. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add like a few more in between, a few more notes in between these ones. Right here. You'll hear it in a second. Paste. Check it out. So listen to what I'm doing here. I'm gonna do this a few more times just to add some more notes in here. Alright, let me just copy and paste that, and I'll show you kind of what we're working with. So check it out. Frozen. I don't know, guys. I'm trying my best here. It is definitely a little frustrating, but it's okay. Check it out. And let's just see, you guys can kind of like hear how this could, here. I'll grab my my acoustic. Let me just play. I'll play along too, so you kind of understand. So you kind of hear how like it's not just an electronic song, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just didn't start on acoustic because I don't have my really the greatest setup for recording it. But see what I'm saying? Like you just start. You just start. Is this making sense, guys? I feel like this is like, you know, kind of all over the place, but at the same time, it's just like that's how it is when I create stuff. There's never really a you know, structure to it. There's a bit of it. I'm trying to make one so you can kind of understand it. As I just kind of want you guys more to see it, because I feel like it's, instead of me trying to explain it, if you can see it. That's how I am with my workshops. Even when I did them on Warped Tour, it was just more just like I'm just gonna kind of talk and you take what you can. You ask me questions. Harmony between guitar and piano. So really, it is like Angels That Fly. Like this song is in the key of C, so you kind of have to know what key your song is in, and then you just play the same chords on guitar. You know what I mean? Like play in the key of C on your guitar and your piano. Like for example, check this out. Like so this is a normal C chord. All right. I'm just gonna get my capo. So this is a normal C chord, but I can also play it like up here in a different way. So check this out. So like. So, and maybe that goes better with this. Like, let's hear it. So you just kind of, you know, as long as you're in the same key, you can kind of do different voicings, like with your guitar, you know, and with other stuff. So let me lay down some electric to kind of get a just a bit of a more kind of mid-range tone. Where is my patch? Here it is. The lyrics, you know, for these ones I do them after I kind of have the basis down. Hi, Mom. I do them after I have the basics down. But when I do my acoustic stuff, you know, it's kind of all one thing. Like, because sometimes like I'll just simply write a song on acoustic, and then I'll do this after. But just for the purposes of how I wanted to test this out, I wanted to just start on here. Yeah, my mom's here actually. But no, so what I'll do after I'm kind of done this is I will actually just grab my acoustic and we'll do some acoustic stuff. So what I'm doing right now is I'm plugging my electric guitar in. Where's my pick at? I always lose my picks. Wow, that's annoying. But it's okay. It's okay. Oh, here it is. Alright, so I'm gonna do some electric over top, just because what we want, really, the thing about production is literally everything in every song you hear. There's a spectrum of frequencies, okay? So there's bass, you know, the really low stuff, and then there's like the super high stuff, okay? So it goes from about 20 hertz to 20,000, and that's kind of like what our ears can perceive. And so what you're doing with a song when you're producing is you're filling that space up. So every instrument takes up its own thing. Like the kick drum takes up like the low, you know, some of the lower frequencies, and electric guitar takes up some of the mid ones. A vocal takes up some higher mid, and you know, like acoustic guitar takes up some of the and piano and stuff take up, you know, just like some of the higher ones. So really, all you're doing is piecing things together so it sounds full. So let me play some electric for you. Hopefully this works for you. It's not too frozen. So this is actually going to be recording live. So I'm just going to pull up setting electric. I already have it set up here. Sorry guys, that happens sometimes. I had the wrong input. There we go. So check this out. We'll just do this for fun. Oh, can you not? Please. Alright, hold on, guys. Hold on, let me actually just mess around a little bit. So just something really simple to kind of start off with. I'm just going to line it up here. And we'll do some chords just to kind of get things like... Alright, check it out. Dope. I love it. Let me just line this up a little bit here. Sorry if I'm frozen. I hope So you kind of see we're getting somewhere with this. Getting somewhere. Oops. Let me answer some questions because I feel like I'm kind of getting all over the place. Allie, thank you so much for the likes. What is my vocal range? I don't know like the specific of my vocal range. Drawn to the Sky. A lot of my samples I use, it's basically a sound bank. It's like a subscription service called Splice. And it's really amazing. You can pretty much find anything you want or need there. So check that out, splice.com. It's amazing. But you know, for synth I use Serum. I use, let me hold on. And yeah, most of my percussion comes from Splice. So I use this keyboard to do all the music. But let me, man, I'm not really honestly feeling this song. Like, I mean, this is probably good to show you guys, but I feel like it might be better if I pulled up something I already had. But you know, let me go over kind of like the structure. I'm not gonna worry so much about this anymore, like the whole figuring out all the instruments. So what I'm gonna kind of show you guys is the structure. So I'm gonna share my screen. This is Gibson. It's a Les Paul, and this keyboard is a Acorn Master Key 49. Yeah, there's definitely, this is not, I'm not really vibing with this exact, what I'm coming up with here. I think I was overthinking it too much, but it was more, I just want to, show you guys how to do it, you know, show you guys the structure. I'm trying to think, because it's just, if I pull up something else, it might really slow down my computer. I can give it a try. Do you want me to pull up something I was already working on? Wouldn't that be a little better? Because then would actually maybe have a little more context. Oh, I have tons of unfinished songs. Would you guys rather that, or do you want me to keep going with this one? Just you can tell me, because this is about you guys. This is about you guys. I've never done this before, so I'm sure. Which one? Because I have some. Pick one that I vibe with. Keep going. Unfinished. Yes. See what I think is good. Take my time. I'm worrying, guys. I'm like overthinking it. Do what I want. Okay, you know what? One that I like, so it's easier for me. Let's actually do that. Let's do that, because this is cool. It's just not, you know, it's cool. I'm gonna save it. It's cool. I'll save it as that. But let me pull something up that actually is, that I've been working on. Open recent. Alright, let me show you dopamine. So this is alright, I'm just gonna like stop my screen sharing for a second. Alright, so yeah. Because I'm overthinking too much. This has gotta be about flow. I've just never really done this before. I've never done the whole screen sharing before. So I was like, it's more of stressing about the technical stuff. But so let me answer some questions about just the actual songwriting stuff first with my acoustic, and then we'll pull up Logic again, and I'll go through what I'm working on right now. Because this is probably honestly too much to cram into. I do use compressors. Yes, I use. I actually really like the stock one that comes with Logic, but I have CLA 76 and a couple of other ones that I use. So let me maybe. Yeah, let me go through kind of the basis of what I do. Then we'll get into the actual. I'll pull up what I was working on. So let me explain. I'll take the song Shallow, because you guys have all probably heard it by now. And let me kind of explain the process for that. So when I do this stuff, like the acoustic, because this is completely different than